Hey, welcome to EDM Matters. I'm Matt Meadow. Our guest today is a classically trained vocalist, producer, DJ, all-around talented individual. She has traveled the world, and she has founded her own label. Please give a warm welcome to Wenzday.
What up?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming in today. We're really happy to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
So I want to start talking today about your recent, was it the Heartbreak House EP that came out earlier this year?
It did. So I dropped an EP on it in rotation, which is
The Insomniacs label, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that kind of took up the better part of my 2019, I'd say.
And so tell me again who you worked with on that album, because there's a good amount of people.
Yeah, definitely. So I have collabs with Kevin. Well, so Kevin Plum's a feature on the title track, Heartbreak House.
Yeah.
And then I had a tune with B-Sides. I had a tune with Sippy out of Australia.
Love her.
And then just a tune with myself singing. So it was cool.
I actually wanted to ask you about that because in your bio on Spotify it says you were a classically trained singer. How long have you been doing that for? And like, how many tracks can we find your voice on?
Yeah. I mean, I've been singing probably since I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Started in like church choir, then I took lessons, and then I had this like aspiration to be on Broadway for a minute. Right? As any 6-year-old theater kid.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and the thing is like, at the time, like for me, like doing theater and stuff, like traditional casting is still a thing. And so for me, it was like, I kind of saw like the end game with that. And I was like, okay, I can either be in like, The King and I, or Madame Siam, or The King and I again, you know what I mean? So I kind of like saw the writing on the wall, which kind of like led me into DJing. Because I love music and I love all formats of music and genres. And so I still do like dabble in singing, and I'll sample myself a lot of times, and I'll do little hooks. But I think when you've done like intensive like theater and singing for so long, you kind of like get burned out a bit. You know what I mean? And I spent like the better part of like middle school, high school, and college like in like a theater type environment. Right. So now it was kind of like after that I was like, oh, like I can actually go out and like be social and be a normal human. You know what I mean?
Was most of your time growing up listening to show tunes, or?
It was everything. Okay. I mean, my mom introduced me to like the Beatles and like Michael Jackson, and then I had my dad who's like a huge Tupac fan.
Really?
So like my better like memories.
He repping Eminem.
Yes, we love Eminem. Yeah, we out here we stan. But yeah, I mean, like I've always been into like every genre, and I think especially with theater and like with like show tunes, like they're pulling from so many different like categories, I guess, like jazz and rock and opera and all this. So I think it just helped me like appreciate like the origins of like where certain sounds come from. Yeah.
And so you're also DJ, well, your brother is also a DJ, and you founded the 40 Ounce Cult label together. So what was your relationship with him growing up, and how have you two kind of raised each other up musically over the years?
Totally. I mean, Tanner and I have always been, my brother's Dak Daniels. Tanner. We've always been really close. Tanner and I, like, growing up, like, we never really competed in a sense. Like, we've always kind of been interested in very similar things. We always had, like, a lot of mutual friends. And so he actually started producing first. So he actually produced with Hami, who's the other co-founder of 40 Ounce Cult. Yeah. He and Hami had a duo called Robot Factory.
I actually did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So they started producing first. At the time, I was still DJing. I came up in open format, so that's how I started. So I did open format for about 10 years. I was like in the LA like open format circuit.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. And then they had kind of this idea of 40 Ounce Cult because they came from like skateboarding background, which is how they became friends and bonded. And so the whole essence of 40 Ounce Cult is like the opposite, basically what I was doing, which is bottle service culture, right?
Yeah.
And then after I kind of got out of bottle service, of not working bottle service, but DJing, clarification, I joined on, and so kind of all three of us like joined forces to kind of create a collective of people that were like-minded,
Absolutely.
For us, it's like, we're not a cliquey group of individuals. We don't.
I've hung out with all of you. I would not say that you're cliquey at all.
Yeah, it's just, we're all interested in a ton of different things. Fashion's a huge thing that, like, brings us all together. We're constantly aware of, like, street fashion and urban trends and all that. And so we kind of wanted just a conglomerate of, like, all of the things that make us happy. Yeah. Right? Which is, like, multi-genres of music, cool people, good beer, and fashion.
Yeah, so. And you've done a few takeover. Well, I know you've done at least one takeover this year at Avalon.
Yes, we had.
Have there been any more 40 ounce?
Yeah, we had a takeover in Houston.
Yeah.
That was my brother and I. We did takeover in Minneapolis last year. We've done quite a few. We've done Space Yacht, obviously.
That was a good time too.
Yeah, and so that's really fun for us because it kind of, we get to like see kind of where the reach is and really like connect with people and our fans, I guess, but also like our cult fam. And
so what comes into a full takeover? I know you're taking over a lineup, but is there any kind of culture that you bring to the event? Do you do merch and kind of a meet and greet, anything like that?
Totally. So 40 Ounce started as a merch company.
Yeah.
Hami's background is in skateboarding merch, and so that's kind of where that came in. Tanner went to school for graphic design originally,
cool.
There's a lot of things there that kind of led us to like the merch game. I modeled a lot in college. It was easy money. Respect, you know what I mean? And so it was kind of, and it was cool because I was very fortunate that I was shooting for like these really cool streetwear brands. So you kind of get to see and like put your finger on the button of like what's coming up, in combination with like knowing distributors and seeing like what it takes to like design a logo and all that.
Definitely gonna be helpful.
So the takeovers basically will do like custom, we follow a Supreme model when it comes to releasing our clothing. So it's a limited run for a certain window of time. When it's out, it's out.
Yeah.
And so that kind of brings the demand. The takeovers are like an actual time where kids can like see the t-shirts, feel them, buy them for their friends if they miss the online drop. We do a lot of like, we'll do like a pop-up shop sometimes at a skate shop or a skate park. Where we can like hang out with people, drink beers, meet everyone. And then we have the label side of 40 Ounce, which I'm the label manager for.
Okay.
And so we try to book our up-and-coming talent as well as our friends who have lended themselves to the label, done collabs with and all that. So
for sure,
it's really just bringing everyone together in one place and having fun with it.
There you go. And you do have an EP coming out on 40 Ounce later this year?
I do. Okay. So it's going to be the follow-up to Heartbreak House. Okay. Which I'm really excited about. I write in concepts.
It's going to be like Heartbreak Bass?
No. And Halloween is actually on a Thursday, so it's going to come out the Wednesday before Halloween.
Nice. Okay.
So it's kind of a Wednesday thing, a spooky situation.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
But yeah, I'm really excited. It'll be a 2-track house EP. And I'm really excited. Yeah, I write a lot. I like to conceptualize my writing. I do a lot when it comes to like mood boards and doing shoots and kind of creating like a whole vision for every project. And so it's always fun to like kind of circle around like a holiday or something like that. So I'm really excited to do stuff like all in the month of October.
Very cool. Leading up to that though, next month, you're playing 2 major festivals, Nocturnal and Lost Lands.
Yes.
I will see you at Lost Lands.
Good.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Not Nocturnal.
Okay.
But
that's fine.
Sorry, I can't be everywhere. I try to be, but I just can't do it.
No, it's okay.
But tell me what we can expect from those sets.
Yeah, so both of those sets are going to be kind of what I've been calling like Heartbreak House sets. So to go along with kind of so Heartbreak House is an EP, was a concept EP about like my breakup. So it was the stages of my breakup, from the actual breakup, which is the first song, to like partying through it, being sad, and then getting over it. Right. Yeah. So what's really cool is I've been working with an incredible VJ, Carmen. We're doing like a whole visual show, and all the songs kind of have something to do with like either love or breakups or like having fun. And so it's been really fun. I kind of teased a little bit of it at EDC.
Okay.
The second half of my set, we branded it as like a Heartbreak House thing.
All right.
Do a lot of like cool edits, which also kind of brings back my like open format side a little bit.
That's gonna be fun.
It's so much fun. And it's, it's something that like, that's me. I'm like constantly.
Yeah, you're putting yourself out there and, take it or leave it.
I'm the queen of breakups. It's really fun. Dated a lot of people, kissed a lot of frogs. And so if I can impart a little bit of wisdom, then here I am. We're
definitely going to talk about that more in a second. But I want to stop there as we get set up for EDM Dojo, which is our new gaming segment. We'll be back in a hot second. Stay tuned. Hey, this is EDM Dojo, where my guest and I will be playing a video game to see who comes out on top. Today, we are playing Mario Kart, but it's not just any Mario Kart. We are playing Battle Mode, where the goal is to pop each other's balloons. Now, I've heard this before. Wenzday has revealed to me that she's not that great at video games in general.
Yeah.
So this should be a breeze. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's do it.
Ready
we're playing
to pop your balloon, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
As the kids say.
Yeah.
This is what
I don't know if there's any other kind of. I don't know if there's any other kind of metaphor that gets more metaphorical than that.
Let's blow up this spot.
Let's blow up the spot. That's the thing that DJs say. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
So, did you ever play video games growing up as a kid?
Tanner and I had N64 at home. And so
that was the most that you ever...
Right.
Okay.
So, it was the early 90s. It was a different time.
I remember it fondly.
I remember it fondly.
Yes.
No, Tanner is definitely takes the cake for that But I was good at James Bond Nightfire, ironically. Ooh.
Wait,
James Bond Nightfire on N64.
I never heard of the Nightfire. I know like GoldenEye, like 007.
Dude, you gotta get deep.
Apparently I'm like for someone who doesn't like play video games that much.
Right.
Oh god damn it.
But that was really the only one I was good at, and then after that I retired.
Oh, you retired on top.
Right, of course.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't really blame you for that.
Right.
But no like modern games, no like no well not N64.
I know I'm aware of it.
Oh,
I just
Oh, I don't doubt
sometimes you
that,
gotta
yeah.
know your strengths.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sometimes I just like supporting others in their journey.
That's a good thing for a label manager to say.
Right, exactly.
It's a very political answer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're finished the first one. We're doing 4 1-minute rounds, by the way.
I got 8, but it's not last.
You got. You're tied for last with 5 people.
Right, but I'm on the top of the bottom.
That is true.
Right.
All right, so let's keep on going.
On to the next.
On to the next one. I guess so. We were trying to figure out if we could switch stages. We can't. So we'll just. Oh,
we
my God, we can!
Battle
I
course.
spoke too soon.
Battle Course 1.
Battle Course 1.
Battle Course 1.
Let's do it.
Yes, my favorite course.
Yes. You can tell we haven't tried these before at all. So I want to go back to what we ended with in the interview section about the Heartbreak EP.
Yes.
About the breakup. About
the breakup.
I don't need details, but I want to know about how that has influenced your sets and how you're kind of crafting your sound around that now.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is for me, there, as a female, and it's not even doing it on the female road, but there are not a lot of breakup albums or EPs or songs in general where it's the girl who ends the relationship.
I mean, let alone an EDM.
Right. It's always a song of like, why did he leave me? I'm so sad he left me.
Yeah.
And for me, that relationship was like low-key one of the most toxic things in my life. Okay. And so ending it was really difficult, and you go through these waves of like, did I make the right choice? Did I do this? And so that,
so to be clear, you were the one who ended it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for me, it was super cathartic writing it because it was like my therapy, but also too, it was kind of imparting this like sense of like, you're allowed to end things and be sad. You're allowed to feel empowered. You're allowed to go out and help out or do whatever you want, really. And so yeah, it's been kind of fun, and it's been really fun to like talk to like the fans who really listen to it and use it, because you can use it on both sides. You can use it if you've been dumped, or you can use it to kind of empower yourself, which is kind of the point.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun.
So people have been talking to you wow,
Did I win?
Almost no. You once again hit no one.
I'm 9. I went down. On the list.
No.
Larry is now at the top of 8, so that means I'm coming for him.
You know what would be interesting?
Yes.
And this is not planned. Is if we switch controllers, and if maybe I see if I could still win while you're on top.
Sure.
Okay. So for the viewers at home, now Wenzday is Shy Guy, and who did you pick?
Princess Peach.
Oh, of course, yeah.
My
All right,
twin.
so where should we go back to?
Dude.
Let's do Dragon Palace.
Dragon Palace, I love that.
Absolutely.
Enter the dragon. Let's go.
Let's do that. Well, that's great. So people, fans have been messaging you about, feeling empowered about it.
Totally. And which is kind of the craziest thing, because, when you first write music, obviously you write it for yourself, but for other people.
First and foremost, yeah.
Yeah, and so this is kind of the first, body of work that, especially my, female fans really connected to. And just having people be like, hey, this, really helped me through a hard time, or I'm glad that I can relate to this, because like I said, it's great that you have, the Taylor Swifts and those types who, you can be sad to, but, you can also, sometimes you want to be happy and, empowered by, a choice that you made. Sometimes it's cool to be single. It's okay to, want to do you.
I feel like there's a lot of that in country, women who are F this man, and,
But the thing was, it wasn't, a vindictive, I'm going to go smash your window in.
Oh, yeah.
It was more of just of, I'm just going to be the adult here, and, this just isn't healthy.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong, if you piss me off, I'll probably still go smash your window in.
But let's not talk about that.
No.
Let's not focus on...
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing to be afraid of. So anyone who wants to date Wenzday, just going to be aware.
So this entire time I've been looking at Princess Peach and I haven't moved.
So there's I was wondering if that might...
And I thought I was doing really good.
Did you run?
I can't even...
Well, I got you 2 more. And that's good, because you stayed. So I actually have a chance. If I get 4 hits, on this next round, which is our last round, then I actually have a chance of beating myself.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
It went by so fast.
I know. No, they're 1 minute rounds. They're actually super freaking quick.
I love it.
Let's do Battle Stadium. We have to.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's end it. Let's end it
on a high note.
On a high note.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the original. So.
I can't believe I did that.
That's actually incredible. I really should have been looking at your screen.
What's crazy is I was like moving as if that was me. Like I literally thought that I magically got better.
You can go back to the tape on that one.
Oh man.
That's actually freaking fantastic.
This is not one of my strong suits.
No,
it's okay.
I can see that. So, final round.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you have going for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like you already talked about the EP. You talked about Lost Lands. Oh crap! I was looking at your screen now.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Perfect.
Yeah. We talked about Lost Lands. Talk about Nocturnal. Talk about that. Talk about the EP. What else you got going on?
So we have a 40-ounce cult takeover show in Hawaii with my brother and I.
Wow, that's really cool.
We're really excited. Actually, our whole family's coming, which will be really fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
We have a 40-ounce cult pop-up shop coming soon. That'll be a one-day event.
That'll be in LA?
Yes, it will be in LA.
Okay.
We're really excited about that. We've been working really hard on it. And then I have a single coming out on Bijou's label, Do Not Duplicate.
Okay.
In October. So I'm really, really excited. He's one of my faves. He's a good friend to me. So
Very cool.
Very excited to be working with him. And yeah, and then obviously the secondary EP. So lots of things, lots of events.
So would you say that like you're focusing a bit more on house at the moment?
I am. You know, it's interesting because I dabble back and forth.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love bass music. Obviously, that's why I do bass house. But right now, I'm just like connecting more with house, and a lot of kind of my peers and the people I want to collab with are in that space.
Sure.
But I am working on a kind of like a 150 like sticked up-esque tune with my homie Casey Jones, who actually we just released on 40 ounce.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's fun. So there's gonna be a lot of variety, and then Tanner and I are actually going to get back and maybe do a second collab soon.
Hey,
so
there you go.
Things are coming.
Good.
Heavier things are coming.
On another note, I didn't beat myself.
No.
But I still technically beat
Me.
Wenzday, but I didn't win. So I really don't know what to call this one.
A draw.
A draw between myself and... Okay, here we go. Total, I got 10 between the two players. So I beat Peach. There we go. I win.
I'm so happy for you.
I can do math.
You know what I learned in this?
Yeah.
I don't ever want to play this ever again.
You know, even a loss can be a learning experience.
It can.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that for us.
There we go. That's a great place to end it. Thank you so much for coming on. We love having you as a guest.
Thank you so much.
This has been EDM Matters. I'm Matt Meadow. We'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of EDM Matters. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. It really helps. And let us know what you want to see in the future in the comments below. Also, click here if you want to see our previous episode, and remember to subscribe to get notified whenever we put out something new.